Hello students, welcome to your social science online class. In our previous class we have started Indian secularism, and there you have learned meaning of secularism and features, and another one also I told you few meaning of the few keywords there, and I hope you understood that. Next one, you have learned about the objectives of secular state. Next one also you have learned why such kind of provisions are taken by the Indian leaders to protect minor religious communities from the major communities. Fine. So that now today we are going to tell you some strategies are taken by the government of intervention to support minorities. Means what are the intervention? Mainly we provisions are there, safeguards are there to protect minor religious communities from major communities, major religious communities. Those mainly dominated in previously. They dominated in the past time. First one, Constitution grants rights to religious communities to set up their schools and colleges. Means how they supported that people? Means from safeguard for protection of minor communities, different kind of provisions are taken by the government. Different kind of provisions also we mentioned in our constitution. First one, Constitution grants rights to religion communities to set up their school and colleges. So many Buddhist school and colleges there, so many Islamic college and schools are there. Why constitution granted that? That kind of institution, that kind of educational institute, actually by that they tried to protect minor communities from the major dominated religious communities. Fine. Next one also, if any kind of assistance required for the minor communities, that time government can provide them some facilities, special facilities to them. It also grants them aid on non-preferential basis. That means government should not prefer only single religion. They should be give equal importance to all religion. Fine. Next one here there. What are the provisions of USA Constitution say about the secularism? Next topic given in your book, that how the Indian secularism different from the other democratic countries. That time definitely if you compare with another constitutional provisions are given on the basis of religion, regarding religious matters, that time definitely you can able to compare with other condition, other provisions are mentioned in their constitution. First one in USA, if you check, there the legislature cannot declare religion as official language. Similarities are there here. If you compare with Indian secularism, here also legislature group, they cannot declare religion as official language. Next one, no preference given to one religion. It also be similar like India. Next one, in India, the separation between state and religion means neither the state nor the religion can interfere in the affairs of each other. Means no religious community can be interfered in state matter, and on the other hand the state authority also cannot interfere any religious matter. Fine. So both they cannot interfere with each other, neither state nor the religion. Fine. So here also you can say some of the thing, just like if you just imagine, if anybody, what happens when a person is discriminated against? Just you think, if anybody will discriminate you on basis of religion or any another matter, how do you feel? What kind of problem you will face? That time definitely you will feel angry or lose your self-respect, because if nobody will treated you like equal basis, that time definitely you will become anger, and also you can lose your self-respect there. Next one, you also do not get the right to equality which every citizen must get. Means according to the Indian Constitution, we should get equal rights. But whenever anybody will discriminate you on basis of any ground, that time definitely you are discriminated there. You are not treated equally there. Fine. Clear everybody? Now your next topic, how is Indian secularism different from other countries? How is Indian secularism different from other countries? Here only you can compare that provisions are mentioned here in your book about the US Constitution of USA. If you compare with that constitution, there is strict separation between religion and state. Just now I told you, neither religion nor state can interfere each other matter, each other affairs there. But in India, if any kind of problem faced by any minor religious community, that time Indian government can intervene in religious affairs there. But that kind of provision is not mentioned in USA's constitution. There in USA what happened there? Their religion totally be separated from the state. Nobody can interfere with each other matter. But in India, if any kind of assistance or help required for the safeguard of the minor religious community, that time government can provide them special assistance to them. Next one, in Indian secularism, state is not strictly separated from the religion, but it maintains a principle. Few principles are mentioned in our constitution. Whenever government will provide them special provision, special facility there, that time they have to maintain, they have to follow some principles there. Next one, any interference in religion by the state has to be based on the ideals laid out in the constitution. Means whenever government interfere in any religious matter, that time they have to do that according to the ideals written in the constitution. According to the ideals only they have to interfere in that religious affairs or matter, otherwise they cannot do that. Next one, the Indian constitution guarantees fundamental rights based on secular principles, but sometimes there are violations of these rights in Indian society. Sometimes government took such kind of steps. In previously so many incidents are here happen in India. That time government they took some decision for safeguard of the religious community, but it only be violated our constitution. It also be harmful for Indian society there. So these are the difference between Indian secularism and secularism of other countries. Here is in USA strict separation in between state and religion, but here also, but not such kind of strictness we are following here. Government can intervene in any religious affairs. Next one, government also be interfere, but they have to maintain a few principles there. Next one, government also be interfere in any religious matter by the ideals of some that ideals already be mentioned in our constitution. Next one, also be few fundamental rights given. You know, secularism also be included there in our fundamental rights, and there sometime government also be violate this right. Fine. Another also be thing that you have to remember. Just like one thing happened in US. What happened? When in the United States of America, most children in government schools start their day by reciting Pledge of Allegiance. This pledge includes words under the God. It was clarified about 6 decades ago that students will not be forced to say the pledge, and if there is a conflict with religious sentiments. Despite this, still several legal challenges object to this word in the pledge. There in government school, their students, they took pledge, and few words also be related with God, though it is only be mentioned about it only be indicates about the religious sentiment, but few legal challenges also are there in that pledge. Fine. Next one, if it will ask to you, how do we practice secularism when state having no religion? Next one, giving freedom to people to practice and propagate any religion. Next one, protecting people against state and majority community. Fine. Next one, adopting strategies to separate religion from the state. Another also be religious incident given in your book, that is of France. In France, what happened there? Their students, that only be given in your last page, last paragraph in blue box, that's given there. In February 2004, France passed a law banning students from wearing any conspicuous religious or political signs or symbols such as the Islamic headscarf and the Jewish skull cap or large Christian crosses. Means that time government strictly passed that law that no students can wear such kind of religious symbolic cap. Fine. In that way, so many times government passed so many laws so that religious community should not fight with each other, and by that also government can give safeguard to the minor communities. Like you know, in our country, untouchability mainly was a curse for that community, and they faced lot of problem. Now government took some provision to protect that minor communities by making some laws. Fine.